Drowning is the most likely cause of death at Bondi. But there's another, more primal fear.
Hey! Yeah, sharky, sharky, sharky.
In under an hour, one of these surfers will be attacked by a shark. The shark is in the surf zone, then swims directly towards a surfer.
So that's the bird, and then I seen it cutting around and cutting through the wave, sort of.
So I killed the bird.
As far as I know.
The bird flew away, but something attacked it.
The surfers are certain they saw a shark attacking a seagull. Lifeguards clear the water.
Get everybody out of the water, please. We've had a shark sighted in this vicinity.
Chickens.
Behind the break, a man leisurely swims across the bay. He hasn't heard the alarm.
Sounded the alarm, clear the water, and we've just had one bay swimmer about 50 metres off the beach.
I don't know if you can hear me, but just come back to shore, mate.
Early mornings and late afternoons are considered the most dangerous times for shark attacks.
We might hit that shark alarm again. Mate, to launch a ski, it'd probably be quicker.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to lose Reidy.
Yeah, Harry doesn't want to lose you.
Safer and quicker, lifeguards launch the jet ski.
Shark, mate? Yeah, big shark in the water.
Jump on the mat.
Jump on the back of the mat. Trying to get you with the shark alarm, you couldn't hear it. Oh, I thought I might have heard something.
When a massive school of salmon enter the bay, Itchy and Kobe don't hesitate to investigate. Schooling fish are common in the warm summer water. But the boys aren't keen to hang around. When there's small fish, big fish follow. Heading back to the beach, they come across a disturbing find.
I don't want to speculate too much.
Something large.
I don't think it was one of the salmon that's eaten this bird. It might be something a bit bigger.
A helicopter spots another school of fish off Bondi and makes an alarming discovery. A shark circles the fish inside the shark net. From above, it's clear, but to everyone else, it's invisible. Inexplicably, no contact is made with lifeguards or emergency services. The shark is in the surf zone, then swims directly towards a surfer. No one in Bondi is aware of the danger. Just as quickly, it swims away. Next day, the story makes the front page.
I only just saw that, Tez?
It's bullshit.
He didn't call anybody to inform us. I mean, if you see a fire, you call the ambulance. You call the fire brigade, not the ambulance. Maybe you call the ambulance. Sure. If you see a car accident, you call an ambulance. You see a shark in that situation,
They'll come in around the corner and ask questions about pertaining to sharks. So they can come when it suits them, but yeah, it's a bit of a duty of care there.
But it was an event that took place 5 kilometres away that made much bigger news.
A Navy diver is believed to have lost his hand in this morning's shark attack in Sydney Harbour.
A diver from the Navy, they were doing an exercise.
With large schools of fish in the bay, grey skies and now an attack nearby, lifeguards increase their vigilance.
It's going to be pretty tough to see anything out there.
At the back of the break, Danny and Bacon encounter another large school of salmon.
No, but the birds When you're in a pack like that, usually means there's a fair few fish around.
That was a big one.
I have a look how many birds are out there.
With so many fish, there's an even chance sharks will be on the prowl, but it's impossible to tell.
The seagulls have lifted. I repeat, they've lifted.
There's heaps of them out there. I'd say there's a massive pack of fish out there. Seagulls are lifting now. Just Bobby Owen's famous quote that the seagulls lift when there's a shark around.
I didn't see any sharks. There was a few big splashes, but the fish were big, so they don't know what was making the splashes.
Terry does a final scan of the surf. Little does he know, but in under an hour, one of these surfers will be attacked by a shark. Less than an hour after lifeguards have packed up for the day, a surfer has been attacked by a shark at Bondi Beach. The man is 33-year-old Glenn Augiers, a local surfer. His left hand has nearly been severed. It's the most serious shark attack on Bondi Beach in decades.
Blood sort of boiling out of the water around him, and one of the guys saw him and said that he yelled something like shark.
Like these random guys come up and said, look, are you guys lifeguards? And me and Troy said, yeah. They said someone's been attacked by a shark down at Bondi.
The North Bondi Surf Club hit the shark alarm, so I come out from dinner and headed across, and then everyone was running down saying a gentleman's been bitten by a shark.
It's been one of those summers, I think, boys, that they've been around, and with a shark attack in the harbour a couple of days ago. So it was just only a matter of time, I think.
Two French surfers were among the first to help Glenn.
Where did it actually bite him? Where did it
His hand was cut at this level, and there is just the skin who take the end. You know, his arm
hanging off.
His arm was like that, and his hand was like that. And there is a big cut all around his arm. We saw all the muscles, all the bones.
Did he actually talk about the shark to you? That he didn't see it, it was too quick?
When you have a guy like that who lost his hand, you don't want to speak it about the shark. We just don't want to speak about it. I think he don't want to hear something about this shark because he saw this hand. And,
that was a good idea. At the beginning he saw his hand, and so we just tell him to don't look at his hand, and just look at us and just speak everything.
Within minutes, the news of a shark attack at Australia's most famous beach is beamed around the world.
An amazing tale of survival has
a shark attack on Bondi in 80
years. The victim, a local surfer at Bondi, managed to paddle into shore.
Like something had sucked the meat off his bone like you would a chicken drumstick.
The surfer certainly thought he wasn't going to make it out of this ordeal alive.
A year after being attacked by a shark, Glenn returns to Bondi.
There you go. Go, fellas. Glenn. How are you?
Nice Sorry,
to meet
what
you.
was it?
Bacon. Tom, how are you? Good, mate. How are you?
Good to meet you.
This just works off the muscles in my arm, so it's just, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like the latest technology.
Rip things with it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, you can hold a coffee cup and, you know, you can do that pinch. And...
That's, you know, some suburbs talking there, I like that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. But when you look down, your whole arm was still there, but was a big chunk taken out?
Oh, the hand was just hanging off. It was hanging off by that much bit of skin, and the bone was poking out, and that was all just open.
Did you feel like you were going to pass out, or were you pretty calm?
Yeah, I screamed, obviously. Yeah. That was kind of the first thing that happened, and then I just, you know, you just do your best in that situation to get in, so...
The shark attack on Glenn Augiers took place a year ago, and the details are still vivid.
I got home late from work, probably went surfing a bit later than I usually would, so it was about 7:30 when I got in the water.
The attack was never caught on camera, but CCTV footage taken at the same time shows a grey and overcast evening.
Just as I was paddling back out after I'd caught a wave, yeah, I got grabbed by something. I actually thought it was another surfer in this split instance that happened. I thought, as I was paddling towards a wave, I thought, oh, someone's trying to stop me get a wave, so I tried to yank my arm back, and then I just got, pulled under the water and it shook around. It took a while to realise what happened, but got back onto the board. Bits where I was in the water, paddling back in, I don't really like talking about that, what went through my mind, and felt like forever, but it wasn't.
I've just been told off by the surfers at one guy's had his hand taken off.
When I got onto the beach is when the community at Bondi really came together and to really help me out. A couple of Frenchmen who were surfing nearby and a couple of local surfers ran up the beach and helped me out of the water and put a tourniquet on my arm, and that saved my life.
I think if someone was brave tonight, it's him. You can believe me when you see this guy, he was very, very brave.
Glenn lost almost a third of the blood in his body. Donated blood from the Red Cross first kept him alive. He then received 75 litres of transfusions as surgeons tried to save his hand. The attack is fresh in lifeguards' minds. On a busy Saturday, an urgent report comes to the tower. A shark has been spotted close to swimmers at nearby Tamarama.
The helicopter just went over the top of the beach there and spotted a nice little unfriendly shark. So the boys are going around there and have a look and get everyone out of the water.
Here on the left. Oh, are you alright? Yeah.
The Westpac rescue chopper sounds a warning siren. Beardy saw the shark before it disappeared from view. The chopper crew updates lifeguards.
Beast-sized shark, it was in briny, it's tracked across, it was in and out of the swimmers, so we had concerns for welfare. We just chased it as once you guys came above, you scared it and it ran into the rocks there, so we've lost track of it in the dark, so it's somewhere in this vicinity, but it hasn't come back to the sandbank at this stage.
Lifeguards remain vigilant in case the shark comes around the point and into Bondi.
If you see anything else, give us a yell. If not, all clear. Bondi lifeguards clear.
If a shark wants to bite you, it's going to bite you, especially if there's people around. So it might have just been having a look. Might come around here, we don't know. It's very hard to tell from where we are. They swim so deep, and unless it comes to the surface and someone else sees it, we've pretty much got Buckleys of being right on the scene to see it.
Just hours later, lifeguards received disturbing information.
See the waves out the back there? Almost where the dark green meets the lighter coloured green. Yeah. See where those birds are? Looking at that? I don't know what it was. It's just a shadow. It's moving slowly.
We'll check it out.
I just had a couple of plays come up. There's something moving out the back off about third ramp. They thought they were saying it's a shark.
There's something there, eh?
Yeah.
We've seen something pretty big in that water. I can see it now.
An ominous shadow has been sighted close to shore. With hundreds in the water, lifeguards are poised to set off Bondi's shark alarm. But before swimmers are sent into panic, the culprit reveals itself.
Yeah, he's huge. It's going mad.
The shark is in fact a seal.
All fine, mate. Our friendly seal. How funny.
Yeah, he's just throwing a big fish around that he's caught. He's just playing with it.
He's been hanging around. We've been chasing him since Christmas. Well, I tossed up Seymour the seal, but I'm more like Salty the seal.
Oh, he's having a good old time, eh?
Everyone's freaking out, come running in going, there's a shark, there's a shark.
Slippery little sucker.
A great white shark.
Great white, 3 metres in length.
Too close for comfort.
Me and Deano thought we'd get out there on the ski and have a quick look. Get in there, mate.
Sharks are a reality of marine life, but there's only been one attack at Bondi in the past 89 years. For public safety, a shark detection system has been installed off Bondi.
The Shark Boy is a big yellow UFO floating out the back of the bay at Bondi, and it has a sonar that picks up tagged sharks and sends messages through to the authorities.
All messages automatically go to head lifeguard Hoppo.
That pings when a tagged shark comes through and notifies that
there is something swimming in the bay.
I've got a phobia of sharks, right? She's like, don't ever come near me. Like, I never want to see one of these things in the water unless I'm in a cage.
I just hyped Jesse up and said, mate, let's paddle around the shark camp.
Mate.
I was like, come on, mate, let's get out there. Like, you hell, man, we're getting out there, we're paddling around, and look, it's right there. And he's going, no, I'm not.
In the end, I was just like, come on, let's go.
9:02 a.m. Jesse and Jethro reach the buoy. It's impossible to see much below the surface.
Once we got to the buoy, we tapped it. Jesse just pinned it for shore. The look of death in his eyes, he just wanted land.
Just because no sharks can be seen, that doesn't mean there aren't any nearby.
We come back up to the tower and Deano was up there laughing. And we're like, what are you laughing at? And he goes, look at this message I just got off Hoppo.
Great white, 9 a.m, 7th of January. So say 3 metres in length.
Look at his face. See? Like, who has that much bad luck? There most probably hasn't been a great white in Bondi in how long? And as soon as me and Jeff pedal out to that stupid yellow buoy, there's a great white out there. Jesse's terrified of sharks. He's rattled today. I think he thinks he's got really bad luck. But, yeah, I reckon you make your own luck. If the big boy wants to get you, there's no getting back. So, I don't think I'll be doing that anytime again soon.
If the great white shark is still in the bay, lifeguards must respond quickly.
Me and Deano weren't doing much. We thought we'd get out there on the ski and have a quick look.
It'd actually be a little bit exciting if we see a great white. I won't be too far away from the jet ski.
Hey, bruv, can I have your NutriBullet if you get attacked?
Yeah.
After sweeping the bay, Deano and Jethro give the all clear. But they're still hoping to catch a sight of the great white.
Get in there, mate.
Once I got my head under and there was this real deep ledge, all my confidence disappeared straight out the window. Yeah, it was eerie out there because I knew this is exactly where there'd been a great white.
If you're going to think of man-eaters in the ocean, most sharks are not, but the great whites are.
I was looking around, looking for shark fins. Go grab my boss because he's been bit in half.
Nothing? Nothing.
There's no sign of the great white, but Deano isn't giving up on his quest to swim with a shark at Bondi. A clear day, but it isn't the shark buoy which informs lifeguards about sharks in the bay.
And then a bloke actually came up to us with a drone. He said, mate, I've actually just filmed, there's like 15 or 20 sharks out the back. And he showed us the footage and we were like, oh, no way.
Jake and I headed out to this big bait ball. So it was at least 7 or 8 sharks and, you know, they were just cruising round and the fish were moving away. It was quite beautiful.
Grey nurse sharks aren't a threat unless they're provoked.
You know, when we were like out there, it felt like, you know, it was the right thing to do.
Deano takes a closer look.
You could almost think of it like as a reward, you know? We work so hard down here, and to see something like that, once in a lifetime opportunity, it's like the nature is just giving back, you know?
There it is. There it is, right there. Right there. Right there.
New South Wales Police helicopter Polair 1 appears over North Bondi.
Yeah, the guy hanging off the side, he's pointing at something in the water, not Bondi.
If we notice a helicopter circling around, as it was, there's only a couple of possibilities. It's either, you know, a body in the water, or someone needs to be rescued, or a shark.
Yeah, for sure. There was a knock at the door. Whippet answered. It was a police rescue officer.
Polair just got up. There's a bull shark in a bunch of fish.
Polair have spotted a 6-foot bull shark. Bull sharks are known to attack people, and they are pretty fierce animals, hence bull shark.
while new recruit Mario closes the beach. Kerbox has the most challenging task.
We've drawn the shore straw, we've got to go chase the thing out.
So me and Pox went on the first ski, Whippet and Bobby went on the second ski, and Singlets stayed in the tower, and Mario did the round to let the people know that the beach was closed temporarily because there was a shark in the bay.
The beach is closed. There is a shark. Please do not go in the water. Thank you. Hey guys, come back.
When we jump on the skis, you know, there's no point in just zooming around in circles. We try to have a bit of a search pattern where the two skis, you know, 20 metres apart from each other, go back and forth across the bay until we hopefully locate it.
Yeah, just don't go in the water, please. If you can hear me, that's good.
Really?
Yeah. We look left, I'll look right. I reckon we put the thing over this way. So it's still a salmon.
When we get out there, we saw this huge bait ball that was massive. And the idea is to try to scare that big group of fish out to sea, so obviously, hopefully, the shark will take off as well.
What we're going to try to do is get the fish to go that way. We'll go right here. We'll come around it.
What's going on?
I got a bull shark out there, hey? Yeah, just waiting to hear what's going on out there.
I haven't even got my gear on yet. I just ran across, seen Singlets in here, and yeah, it's on.
Lifeguards have a limited window to spot the shark. Whippet takes an unusual approach.
Yeah, it's murky water too, so it's hard to see today. Visibility's not good.
Hey boys, I know you're itching to go in the water, but I'm so sorry, yeah.
Where do we want to go in?
I'm not sure, not yet. The beach is closed. Thank you.
In the tower, lifeguards faced an additional problem.
When the media got hold of the story, it was crazy. Like, I've never actually been in the tower when something like that's happened. Hey, sorry, matey. We're just a bit busy. That's the helicopter. Mate, we're a bit busy at the moment. Yes.
Yeah, this is the one I like. Where are you going?
To have, like, a radio in one hand of Lifesaver 1 and then the telephone in the other hand of people wanting to know, is there a shark in the water? Can you call back in about an hour? We've just got something going on at the beach.
Too busy, sweetheart.
Sorry, mate, we're really busy here at the moment. We can't speak. Yeah, it was crazy.
30 minutes have passed since Polair sighted the shark. Now, Kerbox and Maxi circle over a 50-metre wide school of salmon.
I told Maxi just to trail around the outside of the bait ball, and sure enough, I just went, no way, there it is.
There it is, right there. Right there. Right there.
I was like, far out, there's a shark in the bay and it's not that far out to sea.
Big boy too.
To me, it was quite big. You know, it had to be 8 feet. You know, it was as long as our ski easily. And yeah, I had a good death grip on Maxi.
This is Jesse, boys. I've got a visual on the shark, fellas. It's right underneath us right here.
The shark is over there.
When I heard Box say we're right above the shark, I was just thinking, this is insane.
Okay, mate. Yeah, keep us posted.
Can't be, it's a big boy too.
Wow. Straight underneath him. Real?
We're just trying our best to get rid of this thing before we let anyone back in the water. It's pretty big.
Lifeguards spend the next 30 minutes pushing the shark's food source, a large school of salmon, out to sea. Then, the rescue chopper does a final pass.
Back to business, boys. Let's get the flags up and it's all good.
You can go back in the water, okay?
Was it just one shark or how many?
Just one.
Just one.
There's enough, isn't it?
He was right under me. You see the point in the nose and then tail, and it's just like, it's unmistakable.
A man is swimming right where the shark was last seen.
There was one bay swimmer out the back that we really needed Ryan to get to quickly.
In the past, sharks were hunted at Bondi. Later, shark nets were introduced. Now, there are shark detecting devices. Today, lifeguards are testing a new drone, which could give them a better vantage point.
There's the old saying, the key to observation is elevation, and having a drone up there looking down on everything would be pretty ideal for us.
Not only is it recording like 4K video, but it live streams that back to these goggles.
Yeah, we're getting a bit technical, a bit sci-fi there.
Drone operator Nick stops over a dark patch of water 200 metres from shore.
Keep going towards North Bondi, the same way you're going.
It's a large school of fish lifeguards commonly refer to as a bait ball.
Yeah, it's just a big group of fish feeding together or about to be fed on. Gets us up on our toes and gets us having a look. It's a big bait ball.
Thousands of fish form a circle over 200 metres wide.
Oh, wow.
But fish are just one link in the food chain. Something much bigger is always looking for lunch.
One drone straight over the top, and we're able to determine straight away that there was no unfriendly men in the grey suit. There was no sharks in it. Until we had that confirmation, we would have been on edge thinking what there could have been. We're looking forward to the next few months of working with them to make sure we've got a drone that could potentially be that next lifeguard.
Later that day, and lifeguards receive reports about a shark in the south corner.
Yeah, I just saw it like shark. It was right under me. You see the point in the nose and then tail, and it's just like, it's unmistakable. Wasn't there that guy who had his hand bitten off like a few years ago out here?
Yeah, get out there, get the ski in the water.
No longer having access to the drone, lifeguards launch the jet ski.
Straight away, put my hand up to jump on the jet ski, which, you know, looking back, when there's a shark out there, it's probably not the best idea.
The last incident at Bondi was in 2009, when a man lost his right hand.
Some girl said she saw a shark.
Yeah, but another confirmed sighting. We're going to hit the alarm.
Many shark sightings prove to be false, so lifeguards won't set off the shark alarm until they have more certainty.
People all assume whenever they see something splash or dark in the water, it's always a shark. But when you have a few people coming up to you and adamant that there's a shark in the water, we'd be mad not to, you know? Like, people are sometimes your best assets. Just say out of the water.
Beardy sends Bondi's young guns to work. Trainee Tommy warns swimmers along the shoreline, while second-year lifeguard Ryan notifies surfers and swimmers.
Yeah, just attention all the swimmers. We've had a possible shark sighting, so if you'd like to return to shore, we are close to the beach.
Sending Tommy on the beach to do announcements and let everyone know there was a shark. Pretty exciting for him, I think. He's only new, and having a shark come to work is probably not your everyday thing for a lot of people. We don't want the public to think we just sound the shark alarm off to suit ourselves. We do it in a way, hopefully, that we don't cause a mass panic.
When I'm on the jet ski, first port of call is to get everyone out of the water, you know?
Ryan, that's it.
If there is something there, you don't want anyone turning into lunch.
Aside from a few die-hard surfers who refuse to come in, the water is now clear.
You can just get it there now for us.
Then, a phone call comes into the tower.
On the lifeguards, Troy speaking.
A man is swimming right where the shark was last seen.
Look for the rocks on the right side of Bondi.
Bondi Central
Yeah, the
to
pool,
jet ski.
yep.
Can you head back to the icebergs? There was one bay swimmer out the back that we really needed Ryan to get to quickly. The jet ski, it's the guy with the blue swimming cap next to the pool near the rock.
The man makes a quick exit from the water.
The idea of a shark had got into his head, and he was pretty keen to get on and get back to the beach.
Yeah, we've got him now. He's got a blue swimming cap on bathing. We got him.
After 30 minutes and no sign of the shark, Lifeguards give the all clear.
Yeah, I think half an hour did it. I think we'll be right.
Oh my God, man, that was nuts.
Here, sharky, sharky, sharky.
Lead the charge. I'm a lead now.
To a lead, look at him.
Jump aboard, guys.
In the pre-season, we went down to Port Lincoln in South Australia to conquer all our fears and swim with the man-eaters, the great whites. Hey, mate, how are you?
Yeah, good. Sam.
Nice to meet ya.
Oh! So scared right now.
Hey, don't worry.
Hey, you look at the cage. This cage is massive. There are holes in the thing. I don't think I've ever been so scared in my whole life. I didn't think it was going to be this daunting, but now we're starting to move. It's a reality that we're going to see some sharks. I'm terrified. I was a pro surfer for about 10 years. During that time, I saw maybe 20-odd sharks. Without a doubt, it's a surfer's greatest fear. I don't know if I can get in the cage. Oh, what am I doing?
So much pressure for Kerbox to do this. If he pulls out now, he'll never hear the end of it.
Took around 2 hours to get out to the Neptune Islands where the great whites were. And yeah, once we got out there, we just anchored up and bellied up. Looks tasty.
If you have a look over the side,
Bit of sashimi.
you'll see it pumping over.
You right, King? Look at this maniac over here.
There's one down deep, he's a little bit shy. Might be enough to bring him up, you know. Thrash and seal, something injured, bit of noise.
Kerbox hasn't moved an inch in the last half an hour. You know, you can't stop looking at the water.
What have I got myself in for here? I was kind of hoping we didn't get to see one, actually. That all soon changed.
Shark!
Holy
Oh, you
oh,
the size of the thing.
Oh my God, man, that was nuts. I've got to sit down.
There is a massive great white under the boat. He's huge. I've never seen anything like it. It was nearly as wide as a car.
Here, sharky, sharky, sharky.
As soon as I seen it, I was just so psyched to get in there, but I think the older boys are a bit more scared than me and Maxi.
What about we got to get in there, box? They're set about 4.5 metres.
I can't go in.
Kerbox has come this far. I hope he can take the final step and get down in the cage.
Righty-o, you ready to go, boys?
Yeah, ready.
Yep, now, there's a couple of sharks cruising around. The biggest one will be close on 5 metres. How would you feel if that showed up at Bondi?
I was trying to act brave in front of the boys because I didn't want to let them know I was petrified. I kind of think they already knew that anyway.
Don't miss the cage, Box. We're not going in over there.
Go forward, Box. We don't actually go in.
Yeah, everyone was nervous, but for me, it was pretty much my greatest fear. I remember getting in, I couldn't feel my legs, and I was getting so anxious and so uptight in there. I had a bit of a spew in the regulator. Mate, I was shitting myself. You just can't believe how big these things are.
It's a real mix of emotions. You're really excited, but you're really nervous and scared too.
I just thought to myself, what am I doing in this cage? Like, I'm out of here. I wanted to get out right there and then, but unfortunately I couldn't. I had Hoppo right behind me.
Originally, I wanted to touch the shark as it sort of went past, but that thought moved from my mind pretty quickly when we were in the water and saw the beast live in action. We were down there for 60, 75 minutes, and it was intense. But it was beautiful, and I'll never, ever forget it.
That was mental.
All time, mate, all time.
something that I hopefully never experience when I'm not in a cage, but mate, had a ball, unreal. What have I learned about great whites? Stay as far away as you can from their mouth. Their teeth look razor sharp.
The whole idea to go there was trying to cure my fear of sharks, especially being involved here with work, but I'm the complete opposite now. I just know they're in the ocean now, it's made me worse.
I swam towards the board and a piece of my board was missing. I was kind of like, what happened? Did I hit the sandbank or not? One of the boys saw me and said, that's a bite.
A shark is reported harassing surfers.
Look at the shark out there, just had a go at a bloke.
Really?
Looked like it.
Whereabouts?
It could have been a dolphin playing, but it just kind of didn't look like a dolphin. It kind of moved a little bit quicker. Yeah. We all saw it and everybody went, move coming in.
What, they came
it looked like he had a go at a surf. No, it was about another bloke out in the back there. And, it looked like it had a go at him. It kind of sort of went at him and then moved away again when he was on the way.
Did he see it?
Yeah, he come in with me.
Where's he?
As some evacuate the water, the sighting is confirmed by other surfers.
It would have probably been about as long as a board, chasing fish under the water down out there.
Then it's confirmed again.
Got out there straight away.
Scary.
Still out there.
The way you come in and all of a sudden just turned off.
We're going to take it seriously. We sort of have to.
There's about 3 or 4 surfers. They said they're not 100% sure. They said it could have been a dolphin, but it was really big, and it swam underwater straight at them, and then they all hit the water or something and swam off in the other direction.
Are they all friends, or are they just separate guys? They know each other?
No, they don't know each other.
That's a bad sign.
With 4 independent witnesses, Hoppo decides it's no joke. But should he panic thousands of swimmers or risk a shark attack itself?
Surely fall forward.
Yeah, that's right. They knew each other. It could be a gag. They don't know each other. That's it.
Better get 4 random people.
Kyle, it's good. I'll give Kyle a go.
Why don't you hit it one time and let it go?
Kyle does the honours.
Upper bottom. Oh, there's only a bottom one up.
Attention everyone out in the water. We've just had a shark sighting. We've sounded the shark alarm. If everyone would just like to make their way back to shore, just until we clear the area and make sure it's safe to swim.
The shark net across Bondi only provides a deterrence. Shark sightings inside the net are not uncommon.
Today we just had a sighting of a shark.
One by one.
Would you please all return to shore?
Quiggers and Chapo head out to warn surfers who've either ignored the shark alarm or don't know what it means.
There has been a shark sighting. Guys, look, just like that. Guys, look, shark. You realise that they are always here, and most of the times you don't know, but they actually are very close.
You heard the alarm and we screamed out, shark, shark.
Yeah, majority of the time the sharks will swim through, and you may not even see them half the time, you know, but there might be one hanging around. There's a lot of fish around at the moment, so you never know. There could be one just hanging around feeding this time of the night. We'll do a search for probably 15 minutes. They'll go up and down just to check it out, and once it's all clear, we don't see anything, we'll let pretty much everyone get back in the water again.
If lifeguards find the shark, they'll use the jet ski to try to chase it out to sea.
I didn't see anything. Plenty of fish. It doesn't deter the surfers, as you can tell. They just want to know how big it is. Anything over 10 foot, they might get out. But, yeah, I think we can probably give the all clear.
The all clear is signalled, and the lure of the surf becomes irresistible.
This is all we needed to end this crazy weekend, a shark sighting.
Just as the shark menace dwindles, Brazilian surfer Icarus comes to the tower with startling evidence.
And that's when I felt and swam towards the board, and a piece of my board was missing. I was kind of like, what happened? Did I hit the sandbank or not? I wasn't sure what really happened, so I was looking for the rest of the piece. Couldn't find it, swim out. One of the boys saw me and said, that's a bite.
Well, see, look, if you look there, straight down there, looks like straight teeth.
Yeah. It's pretty an unusual thing that happens. I reckon that's not going to happen to me again in my life, so might as well hang that as a piece of artwork, and then I'll survive a shark attack in Bondi Beach. Yeah!
that spear fisherman out there. He's shark bait.
Maxi and trainee Anthony Glick are following a school of salmon 250 metres offshore.
There's been a few shark sightings in the area recently, so they're just launched a jet ski as a precautionary measure, just to have a quick patrol, see if they can see anything fishy, and report back soon.
It actually looks very sharky out there right now. Overcast day, murky water.
Shitload of fish, mate.
I remember saying, mate, let's wrap it up. We've been out for about an hour. As I look out to sea, I saw a couple of birds lift, and I just saw this fin just cruising through the water.
Oh my God! Oh, Maxi, no! Maxi, no!
Yeah, he's a little scared. You know, Click was telling me to slow down, stop doing quick movements.
100% shark!
Maxi must confirm if the fin is a shark or just a dolphin. Then another call comes in at the tower.
Bondi Lifeguards, Jesse speaking. Okay.
There's a shark.
Everything's happening. I'll send someone up there right now. Oh, wait. We've got someone having a fit at North Bondi RSL.
Deano and Jake respond to the reported incident at North Bondi, while Jesse waits for Maxi's response.
That's 100%. 100% a shark. Maxi said he definitely seen it, and look, there's nothing else we can do but hit the button. Here we go, shark alarm. Everything's happening. There was just a quiet day, and now there's a shark. Someone's having a fit up North Bondi. All hands on deck.
Deano and Jake race to locate the injured woman.
Shark alarm's blaring, and we got the rhino parked in the way so we didn't get run over, and we're sort of assessing the patient.
Yeah, and you can feel my hands, everything like that? Yes. Okay, pull back on my hands with your toes. Pull back.
Keep your head down.
Pull back, you know, that's it. Any pain when you do that?
Yes.
This is Leela, she's 21, she's just had a stack on a skateboard.
Today is... I'm not sure.
There's a shark, go in! Gonna have to close the beach, confirm shark sighting from the boys out there on the jet ski.
The alarm went off and we had to just get the first wave in. It's pretty scary.
Look at that spear fisherman out there. He's shark bait. Yeah, Maxi, it's most probably in line with second ramp, about 200 out.
There's a shark, buddy. Yeah, I would get in if I were you, buddy.
You know, as soon as the beach was clear, I went back out to where we last saw it and tried to see it, but there was no success.
At North Bondi, Brazilian skateboarder Layla may have suffered a concussion. She's prepped for hospital and further tests.
We only usually call Lifesaver 1 if something really big happens, where, you know, we need the bird's eye view. They were very, very low, and I was like, they're onto something here.
We have sighted a shark. It's probably no bigger than a metre.
I don't know if Maxi's seen a different shark, but yeah, Lifesaver 1 said that they seen a 1 metre shark.
You know, it's definitely the shark that we saw was bigger than 1 metre.
There's not much more we can do for you guys today. We'll be heading back to the Lifesaver Beach. Thanks for your call.
Copy in Lifesaver 1. Bondi Lifeguards out.
Lifesaver 1 heads back to base. But Bondi's lifeguards patrol for another hour to make sure no sharks, big or small, remain in the bay.
The beach is open, guys.
Was this the first man to be attacked by a shark at Bondi since 1929?
Or he's a tremendous con artist, one of the greats of all time.
Lifeguard Ben Sutherland was training at lunchtime when he spotted a large shape moving towards him.
Something looked a little odd and I couldn't really make it out, and so I looked at it for a little while. And all of a sudden I realised it was thin. And I looked at it for a little while and made sure it wasn't sort of porpoising like the dolphin or anything. It was definitely cutting through the water. I probably looked at it for 20 seconds before I was like, that's definitely a shark.
If everyone would just like to make their way back to shore.
Lifeguards waste no time investigating.
It's basically right where the middle of the flags are, so it's a pretty bad spot if we're going to have a shark over there.
Go back in. Get out of the water. There's been a shark sighting around here. While we get out of the water, please.
Never seen a big shark. I know, I've heard stories that they are out there for sure. I mean, any fisherman will tell you.
I've thought I've seen them and haven't seen them, and then I thought I haven't seen them, they've been there. So, I mean, we've had a lot of, hoaxes over the years. Even saying that, even when we get the calls from the general public, we don't just brush them aside, we still check them out, and because the one time that you don't do that there will be one and something will happen, so.
A few days later, a man stumbles up to the tower. He tells lifeguards he's been attacked by a shark.
8:30 last night, in the water, attacked by a gummy shark. Punched it in the nose to get it off me, fighted with it a bit. Then after that, yeah, pretty much it.
Mate, there was no one else around, eh? Mate, you've done well, I'll tell you what, because there's some nasty... You're going to do one of these, all right? It'll take the pain out.
After the bite last night, I laid down and I was unconscious, so I fell asleep and woke up this morning with a lot of blood on my arm, so went back in the water again this morning to clean it with the salt water, yeah.
34-year-old Scott and girlfriend Kelly only recently arrived from Tasmania. Paramedics attend one very lucky man.
Put this in your mouth, all right? You can start sucking through that. He's passed out on the rocks down there last night, and they've only just found him now. So he's been there for 14, 16 hours.
How much did you have to drink last night?
3 cans, that's it.
Any reason why you think that you may have been passed out on the rocks for so long?
Yeah, because of the bite and being unconscious, went unconscious.
But for 14 hours is a really long. What time did you go swimming last night?
8:30. Then after
PM.
Then after that, I woke up about 10. Woke up about 10:30 this morning. Blood all over my arm.
So you went for a swim at 8:30 PM last night, and you woke up on the rocks at 10 o'clock this morning.
Yep.
And you'd only had 3 cans of beer last night.
Yep.
Right. What's your medical history, Scott?
Good.
Do you have any medical problems? Do you take any medication? Do you see a doctor for any reason whatsoever?
Just antidepressants, that's all.
Antidepressants,
yeah.
All right. And the only injury from the shark is here on your arm? You weren't bitten anywhere else? Don't have any pain anywhere else?
No, but I just don't know when this starts working.
The strong pain could indicate Scott also has a fracture.
Deep breaths, mate. Suck it in.
Can you just hold his hand up for me?
Do you want me to grab it? All right, mate. Take it easy.
Mate, I've got to put the bandage on it, all right?
If you keep sucking on that whistle, the pain will go away.
Trust me, it's not going to go away. I've had 3, had 4. And
when did you have those, and where did you have those? Did you have those on the rocks with you?
No, I had them this morning at 6 o'clock when I woke up.
Okay, so you didn't sleep on the rocks. You've obviously been home somewhere if you've taken...
sleep on the rocks.
Right.
That's the story you've given us.
No. You know where the cave is?
Yeah.
Can ask the other guys up.
Yeah. So you slept in the cave?
Yeah.
What we can do is we can run you up to the hospital because you need to get those cleaned up a bit and...
What about the pain?
That's what you've got the green whistle for. That's pain relief.
You just ain't doing nothing.
Oh, well, we don't have anything stronger, unfortunately. You have to wait till you get to the hospital. Okay? How did you get up to the lifeguard tower?
Hey, Mum. How are you? It's me again. Got bit by a shark. Bondi.
It's obviously doing something to you.
All right, Scott.
We're going to help you up, champ. We're going to get you to the ambo, all right?
Wait till I finish this.
As Scott is taken to hospital, he's about to get his 15 minutes of fame. No one's been attacked by a shark at Bondi for nearly 80 years.
That's a shark. Not a big one, because he wouldn't have had his arm left, and there wouldn't have been anything he probably would have taken him.
Oh, they're proper bite marks, mate. Like these,
To me, I could be wrong, I'm not infallible, but That looked like teeth to me.
Bobby and H are convinced by Scott's story. Chapo is not quite so sure.
He wrestled it off, fought it off, and came back to shore and passed out.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Well, it's not a dog. There's no tigers around.
It's been so long down here since there's been a shark attack, so, you know, there's going to be sceptics. If we tell, you know, I'll go down and tell Azza now, or Reidy, and they'll say, nah, mate, no way he got bit by a shark. But listening to Yordwin and Harry, you know, they're kind of...
Did you see the marks?
I did see the marks, but...
what would you think it was then?
Well, you know, who knows? Look, just massive gouges in his arm, you know, could have easily been a shark attack.
I've got to admit, I haven't seen too many shark attacks in my time.
But you've seen pictures in books, Bobby, of people, you know, that have been savaged by a shark.
What I want to know, but if anyone was here last night, if the seagulls lifted, right, there's a chance it was a proper shark, all right? If the seagulls jumped out of the water, there's a shark for sure.
This is my 11th season. I've been waiting because, you know, the amount of open ocean swimming and the amount of people that now swim in the ocean with a lot of disdain for for sharks, it's going to wake a lot of people up and make them realise it is a reality.
At St Vincent's Emergency, Scott is being treated after reporting he was attacked by a shark at Bondi Beach.
But we're just going to see how far down, you know. Obviously, sharks' teeth, you know, are quite long and they can penetrate quite deep down. So we've got to make sure that hasn't gone down into the elbow joint.
That's the most...
Yeah, the one above the joint's the worst one.
Like I said, there's pain running up my arm.
Are you allergic to anything?
Yeah, sharks.
I'm just going to have a look under here, okay? Yeah, see, that's gone into the capsule of the elbow, okay? You didn't think of coming up last night?
It was all a big shot.
Yeah,
and I ran out of that water so fast.
Yeah.
And then I just collapsed.
Okay.
And went to sleep.
Anyway, you're here now, which is the main thing.
While shock may have clouded Scott's memory, Kelly has more precise recollections.
I knew that he went for a swim. He said to me, I'm going for a swim, babe. And I said, okay, that's okay. You go for a swim, but be careful. And then next thing I fell asleep because I'm a very tired person. I love my sleep and everything like every girl does. And next thing he comes to bed and sleeps. And yeah, he didn't say a word. He just collapsed on the bed. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, babe, move over. And he didn't make a word out of his mouth or anything. And I woke up this morning and I saw blood all up his arm, all over his shorts and everything, and all over me.
It was like being cut through with a knife. It was a serrated knife. And just bites going chunk. But I just kept on hitting him in that nose as much as could, because it's so hard to hit through water. And I just couldn't get that big enough punches into his nose.
The orthopaedic surgeons have come down, and the wound that we saw on the elbow, it does need to go to theatre, and the others need to be washed as well and then sutured. And the best way to do that is in theatre under a general anaesthetic. We've assessed nerve damage and he's got normal sensation. He's been very lucky.
Back at Bondi, Chapo and Maxi try to piece together details of Scott's extraordinary story.
Maxi, we'll go and see if there's any blood. Maybe find out a little bit more about this story.
Backpackers and homeless people sometimes bunk down in the caves at South Bondi.
We're just kind of collecting all this guy's belongings because, you know, even though it's not much, it might mean a lot to him, so...
As for evidence of the shark attack, there's little to be found.
There doesn't seem to be anything else up here, eh? Like, there's no blood or anything that I can see, so...
Meanwhile, before surgery, Scott retells the story everyone wants to hear.
Kelly went to sleep in the sleeping bag and I went for a dip and got attacked by a shark. I'm not blaming the shark, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably would have been about...
Scott's recollections are becoming more detailed.
Probably would have been about, as I said, about that big, he would have been. I was looking at him, all right. Bloody oath, I was looking at him.
Before heading into the operating theatre, Scott gets an anxious call from his dad.
Yeah, I won the fight. I'm just glad to be here, that's all. Yeah, so I'm going up to surgery in about half an hour. Yeah, and I'm on the news at 6 o'clock down there. All right, love you, Dad.
Here we go.
Tonight after being attacked by a shark at Sydney's iconic
Bondi Beach.
A short time ago, he described how he thought he was going to die.
Scott White was swimming in South Bondi last night when he felt the shark bite into his arm. Shark
Attacked me, grabbed hold of my arm, wouldn't let go, so I ended up punching him in the nose and trying to fight him off. I can't understand how that shark got through that net, or it's just, yeah, it's just a big shock, and I'm glad to still be here for my kids, and yeah, just happy. It's the first one in 70 years.
As Scott wheels into surgery, his story beams around the world. A little later, Bondi's international celebrity makes an emotional return to show off his 38 stitches.
Hey, Scotty, how are you, mate? The story's spot on. Spot on, yeah. Couldn't get much more spot on. Bloody spot on.
Don't cry.
It's all true, but it's scary and it's upsetting, and yeah, I'm just grateful that I'm still here.
It's only a small one.
Didn't look small yesterday.
It's had a couple of goes at you. Do you remember it, like, whack, whack?
3 times.
Yeah.
Three times.
But it's come from an angle.
Yeah.
Amazing,
Probably
actually.
a wobbling on because there's no bottom jaw.
Yeah,
It's only been bitten from the top.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, I've been thinking about it a lot. If it would have been a proper Noah, you would have had the bottom tooth as well.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be here, mate. You would have bled to death.
Real glad I came out better.
Yeah, God, yeah.
It's like having a fight with Mike Tyson, but I never got the ear chewed off.
Curious about exactly what happened, H takes Scott and Kelly back to the scene of the attack.
I decided to go for a swim just out here.
Okay.
Just past that little cave bit there and just out past the rocks there.
Oh, just in the storm, where the storm water runs out. Yeah, I got
just
it.
there. Next minute, all I know is I got grabbed from the arm.
Yeah.
Don't know what it was, turned around. Could see a bit of grey, but not much because it was a bit dark.
Yeah.
And just started to hit him on the nose.
Ah.
And just started to punch him on the nose and kept punching him on the nose.
Smart thing to do.
And then he kept on, he let go for a couple of seconds, then he come back again, come back for more. And then I thought, oh, I'm not going to make it out of the water here. I'm going to die here. This is it. I've lost everything. Blood coming out everywhere. Yeah. Blood everywhere, all over me, all over my shorts. I had to throw them all away. And then Kelly, the next morning, found me in a big pool of blood. Hey, Kelly. And that's where, yeah, that's where I thought I was gone. I was dead. I thought I was dead.
The details remain a little confused. Never having dealt with a shark attack, lifeguards can't fall back on experience.
Grab on, wouldn't it?
When I spoke to him, he genuinely believed that he'd been attacked by a shark.
Or he's a tremendous con artist, one of the greats of all time.
I can't understand if you fought off a shark, you'd have that much adrenaline in your body. The experience I liken it to was when I was running with the bulls in Pamplona, and it's, you know, it's a near-death experience. You could die from the bulls, and you're not going to sleep afterwards. Your heart rate and your adrenaline's just buzzing.
As Scott recuperates in a local backpackers hostel, 3 days of scrutiny follow. But as faith in Scott's story seems to be dwindling, Tom and Brooke make a dramatic discovery in Bondi's shark net.
Yeah, go ahead, jet ski.
Mate, we've got a massive shark in the nets out here.
Is the shark alive?
Visibility's pretty poor, but we'll get back to you in just a sec, just as soon as Brooke dives down and has a look. Jet ski clear.
Yeah, copy that. Tell Brookie to be careful. We wouldn't want to lose her.
I would go in with you, but I'm driving the ski.
Yeah, right.
So I'll just look out for you up here.
Brave girl, man. Brave girl.
The 2.5 metre shark has only been in the net a day or two. Was it the same shark that attacked Scott?
What sort of shark do you reckon it is?
I think it's a great nurse.
Yeah? Why is that? Just because of the teeth and stuff?
Yeah.
I can't believe how close it is to the shoreline. Like, we're 200 metres offshore and there's a 3 to 4 metre beast like that.
People swim out here every day.
Later that day, the shark boat arrives to clear the net.
Yeah, it's probably about 8 to 10 feet.
The shark is an endangered grey nurse, generally considered harmless they have bitten divers when provoked. Did the grey nurse bite Scott, or was it a gummy shark as he claims? Some lifeguards are blaming a common but sometimes aggressive wobbegong.
The man bit. Massive. It was a wobbegong. It's called a wobbegong. They only go about that big and bit the man on the arm.
As the debate continues, Tom receives an anonymous phone call. A woman claims she knows the truth.
Saying that she knew the guy who got attacked by a shark and he's currently in police custody, and that he was a known criminal and that he was caught, breaking and entering.
Just because he is an alleged thief or an alleged criminal doesn't mean that he hasn't been attacked by a shark.
But the anonymous informer also claims Scott's injury happened days before the alleged attack. Scott's story is getting murkier by the minute. Lifeguards call in shark expert Dennis Reidy to put the case to rest.
Dennis, come in, mate.
It could be a shark bite. I wouldn't be 100% sure. Now, what I generally like to do in this case is look at the underside as well.
Okay.
And if it's only on one side of the arm, then it's a little bit
well, it is only on one side of the arm.
Yeah,
every species of shark that you're aware of has teeth on the bottom.
Yep. And they're usually the thing that grabs first. So the typical behaviour of most of the sharks is to grab something with the lower teeth and then either saw or bite into it with the top.
There was nothing underneath here. It was only on top. We were under the presumption that wobbegongs had no bottom teeth, so that's why we thought it was a wobbegong. But clearly you've just proven us all wrong.
So is this the jaw of a wobbegong?
That's a wobbegong, yeah.
Okay.
It's about a 1.4 metre wobbegong.
Yep.
Can you tell me roughly the width of those?
You're looking at, I'd say, 3/4 of an inch.
Oh look, there's no shark that I know that has that wider scrape.
I'm not sure if you've heard today. He's been arrested, this gentleman, for break and enter.
If I had two possibilities, one glass window and two possible shark bite, I'd say the probabilities would lie in favour of the going through a glass window.
Now the newspapers have smelt a rat.
This has got to be one of the biggest hoaxes we've ever seen down here. Let me read it to you. Bondi's bogus bite, shark attack, just a fishy line. Shark attack never occurred, and the man who made the claims has been arrested for theft, sources have told. Take a look at him.
Although I did say only 99% I was convinced, I never was quite 100% convinced.
That 1% plays a big role down here, doesn't it?
It does now.
It just means we've taken another dimension to our job. We're private detectives now. We solve crimes as well as rescue people.
Well, you'd be Kojak then if there wasn't.
Scott's now getting more bad press than the shark. The paper alleges he actually cut his arm on a broken window.
It's one hell of a con job.
And he's probably having a good time now, having a good laugh, because he got away with it for a good week.
What happened tomorrow? Who's to know? Really, it's just that next time it happens, we'll be having a good look, won't we?
And as it turned out, he got caught by the police through his stupidity anyway, so...
I guess he probably didn't realise it was going to go worldwide.
Days later, Scott's girlfriend Kelly returns to the beach. It's a chance for Detective Inspector Bobby to wrap up the investigation.
Oh, here she is. How are you, all right?
How are you?
Good, what's going on?
Nothing. What?
Nothing? We sort of found out it may not have been a shark bite. Right. We're not really sure. Are you happy to enlighten us on anything else? What might have really happened?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, fill us in.
Okay, what happened was when we went to Hobart, he got bitten by, he didn't get bitten by nothing. He put his arm for a window.
A window?
Down in Hobart, yeah.
Oh, here we go. The story thickens, eh? The plot thickens. And so why did you sort of back your story up about the shark?
Why? Because I was scared of him.
Oh, you're a bit scared of him? So that day when I said to you down here, I thought it was a bit strange that you didn't run up and get help straight away, you know, and if you said he got bitten by a shark.
That's right.
So you pretty much knew the whole time, didn't you?
Yeah. He'll probably feel very guilty now. He'll probably feel, he'll probably think, what did I do it for? Why couldn't I just tell him what happened? You know what I mean? They might have just took me down there and fixed my arm up, but I just didn't have to say I got bitten by a shark. What am I going to do? I'm going to move on with my life and start my life fresh again now.
Scott later pleaded guilty to break and enter charges and car theft.
Bondi Lifeguards, go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely saw something in the just off those orange cans in the break, but then it pretty much headed sort of back out after that.
All right, stand by, we'll check it out.
Sun, surf and a gentle breeze. Perfect conditions for weekend races among the volunteer lifesavers, affectionately known as clubbies. Although today, an uninvited competitor has joined the field.
I'm pretty sure there's a shark hanging around there, over.
A clubbie has raced to the lifeguard tower. A large shark has been spotted swimming between the flags, alarmingly close to swimmers.
Just between Neil, McDonald's and 4th Ramp.
Somebody has seen it and come up to tell us that they'd seen it.
It was in the surf race.
Yeah.
Kerbox races out to search, but lifeguards get dozens of false shark sightings every summer. As the man in charge of the beach, Hoppo faces a dilemma: sound the shark alarm and run the risk of mass panic amongst thousands of swimmers, or risk a shark attack itself.
Just gotta make sure. We've also got to hear that.
Now it's time to act.
We'll just make sure. Yeah, Bondi Essential, Bondi Lifeguards. I'm just going to hit the alarm.
Nothing clears the surf at Bondi faster than the shark alarm. In seconds, the beach switches from playground to pandemonium. It's all hands on deck as the volunteer lifesavers in red and yellow join with the lifeguards to clear swimmers from the surf.
I put my head up and I hear this alarm. I didn't hear it. Oh no. We had that shark is coming and my son was far away. And I'm swimming through and I go, this could be it. This could be it. I'm actually going to get eaten by a shark.
As far as families go, mothers with kids out there on boogie boards, I can't imagine there'd be anything more scary for them than to think that their child's out there and there could be a shark in the water.
Hoppo's unsure about the shark sighting, but seeing is believing.
Something out off that, off that board.
Yeah, well, pretty much where you are, you're right. It's something out near the shark net there, I think. Can't really pick it though.
You could see a shadow and something in the break, and it sort of took off out to sea, but that's what I thought, just to be on the safe side, we clear the water, get everyone out of the water.
Lifeguards call in the police chopper.
Bondi Lifeguards, go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely saw something in the just off those orange cans in the break, but then it pretty much headed sort of back out after that.
All right, stand by, we'll check it out.
The chopper breaks normal height restrictions to help search. Despite the warnings, some surfers disregard the alarm at their own peril. But now the sighting's been confirmed firsthand by a Bondi clubbie.
You guys definitely saw it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it was just as the race was starting, we were just out the back behind the boys, and you could just see the two small fins. I think it was the dorsal fin and the other one, about 30 metres behind. It's just cruising around on the surface, so it looked like a hammerhead from what I could see. So.
With no further sightings, Hoppo decides to reopen the beach. One short burst signals it's safe to go back in the water.
Just tell them, Ben, it's all clear. Over.
Copy that, I will.
They think it was a hammerhead.
It was a hammerhead?
That's what the guy who saw it in the race and the boat both said. They thought it was a hammerhead.
Are they particularly nasty? They don't go out of their way, I don't think, to bite you, but I suppose if they felt threatened and there's a group of people, I suppose they'd give you a bit of a nip. That'd be a good point.
A bit of a nip. Are you donating your toes?
We're Bondi Essential to jet ski.
Go off.
You know what I'm thinking? I watched it go back out. I wouldn't be surprised if it's stuck in the net on its way back out.
Bisho checks whether the shark may have become caught in the net. For some reason, he heads back rather quickly.
Like that area out there, isn't it? Oh, is it dark water? Like, I see that.
Yeah, it's pitch dark and I'm looking down at the net, I'm thinking, I was shaking and no way. I'm looking, there's all like little bits of seaweed all around the buoys and a little ripple here and you don't get thrown off balance. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, get upright.
With no shark visible from the surface, resident shark expert Yatesy may be given the job of checking underwater.
Yeah, we need Yatesy to dive down.
Yatesy's expendable.